What's going on everyone, Ollelito back here with a brand new video on the channel, and today guys we will be doing an analyze video against the best Portuguese player to ever play FIFA, EFC, whatever you want to call it, Tuga. And he's a tactical master, I would say. He's so good at closing out leads, and I played him in the FC Pro Open in Swiss, and it was going to be a very tough game. So I'm going to analyze this with you guys, and hopefully we'll learn something, both of us, from this. Let's just jump in to the game. As you see in the background, we start off the game against Tuga. You can see my face cam at the bottom right. Me and Javito were playing together. This is Tuga's team. Of course, the budget was only 8 million coins, so he decided to go with Mbappé, Ginola, Dembele, Modric, De Jong, Vinicius Junior, Mendy, Militao, Van Dijk, and Cancelo. Quite a similar team to mine. I was playing with Bellingham, of course, Bellingham in form, Valverde, and I was not playing with Dembele, I was playing with Neymar, of course, and then we had the same defense except for Cancelo, where I was playing Hakimi instead. So we had pretty similar teams, and yeah, this was going to be the game against Tuga. That was going to be super tough. And you see me and Javi at the bottom right. Of course, I didn't really have any sound to this stream, so you won't be able to hear us, but you will still be able to see some live reactions. So let's just see what happened during the game against Tuga. So one thing that was going to happen a lot during the game was basically this. Tuga is a master of holding the ball, and he basically was going to get the ball out on the wing very wide, where I can't really step here with Mendy, because if I step with Mendy towards him, then he just has an easy pass into his Vinicius Junior. So the thing he always trying to do is to go to the win, try to get my team pushed back. He finds the CM from here, and then he tries to find either, you see, De Jong at the bottom of the screen, or in the middle of the pitch now, which is Vini. So he always tried to find these passes and then trying to, you know, be very patient, because Tuga is a master of that. As you see, he's still trying to be patient, trying to find Modric, or if he can find anything on the inside, just waiting. And as you see, when he has the space, trying to find the Jong, as I talked about, and here he has options. He can either pass Dembele, I believe that is, next to Van Dijk, or he has an open pass to Mbappé or Ginola. The thing I do here, I think I moved the keeper very well. Tuga has a great chance here of scoring. He greens times it, but luckily very good finish. Very good finish. A very good save from my Alisson. And we see here once again Tuga going down the line, trying to push my team back. The most important thing here though, when he plays it back to his right back here, I actually try to take my Kylian Mbappé and Vini to cover the space or cover the lines, so he can't play either Modric or De Jong here. He doesn't have any space. Then I do a side trap to push the team up, which is basically how you defend against Tuga. You see, very patient, and I finally get the ball and I can start my counter attack from there. Unfortunately, it was pretty hard to do this against his quick players. You see that I have a lot of space here and I take it super well, and I find Vini, I find Neymar. I mean, in my opinion, on a good game, this is going to be a guaranteed goal. I mean, Neymar has, you know, a lot of space to shoot at the left. I could even shoot the right. I think left was the right choice in this kind of sequence, but unfortunately the first time shots inside the box are not good this year, and Neymar, I mean, puts it on target, but great save from his Alisson. We see here once again, I mean, this is going to happen a lot. We see once again Tuga going back, and now he finds De Jong here. And De Jong, no, Modric, my bad. He finds Modric, the road to the knockout Modric. And the thing with Modric is that I knew before this, Javi told me, Tuga is very good at shooting Trevelas. So you see, if you look closely at my keeper, I already now start to move him back towards the goal and to the back post, because I know Tuga wants to shoot this Trivela. I move the keeper, and I mean, Alisson makes quite a comfortable save. That would have gone in if I didn't move the keeper. So that's the tip for you guys. If you play against someone that you know has players that are good with Trivelas or in general finesse shots, you need to move the keeper early, like I did, and prevent the shots from going at the keeper. Then basically just try to stay in the lane, but I would also always advise you guys to just cover the shot with the keeper. So we see it's 43-40, and I was going to take a last chance here. I get a bit lucky here. I mean, he blocks the kind of switch very well there. And the thing I do here now, if you look at the minimap, is that I know my Hakimi is very high up. So I know that my Hakimi will be pushed up. I also know it's 44-25 here, so I'm going to wait until it's 44-30, sorry, until it's extra time or added time. Now I see there's no added time on the clock. So the thing I do then is that I know I need to get forward. I already sent my Vini. I know that it will come back. And the thing I do then is to find Bellingham, and I see, okay, Vini has some space here, and Tuga doesn't really switch to his Van Dijk. Here, I think Tuga is a bit late with the switching, so this makes us have a bit more space. Vini turns, super good finish from Vini, good step over from me, and I mean here Tuga decides to cover the passing lane towards Ginola, and I'm like, okay, just try to green this and hopefully we can score. And we find the dagger, you know, in the 45th minute, it always stuff that happens. But in general, I mean, green time finish from Vini, as I said, and wonderful finish. And this is also mental, you know, scoring in this kind of part of the game just before halftime is very mental. And we make it 1-0 against Tuga in this very tight game. I don't know. I just wanted to show this. You see Xavi with his movement, Pep Guardiola Xavi, you know, with him like dun. The only thing he does is switching it, but you always need to keep the inside. And if I go forward a bit here, Xavi just tells me, be on him. And that's the most important thing against Tuga especially. You need to be on him, but you also need to be mental. You need to keep the inside, and that's what I did for this whole game. You will see this in the second half, but I just felt like, yeah, Xavi explains this perfectly, and he actually helped me a lot how I should defend him in this game. So, we see here once again, Tuga doing some good R1 dribbling with Modric here. In general, you see here, I can't really step because you see he has the open pass to Cancelo here. So, the thing I do, I just wait for Cancelo to run, but I need to cover the run of Cancelo. The thing Tuga does very well here though, is that I need to push my team up, which I do, you see here. Perfect offside trap. But the thing here is the most important thing. Here, when he finds De Jong, it's a very good pass from Modric to De Jong. He has an open pass to Dembele, which I need to switch quickly to Van Dijk, and in general this play switching is pretty hard. I switch to Van Dijk because I need to cover Dembele, but the thing is, he takes a touch downwards, the space opens up to Kylian Mbappé, and Militao is of course following and getting closer to Dembele as well, which opens up space for Mbappé, and it makes a fantastic finish. Tuga green timed 1-1. Was going to be the score, and this is how he attacks for the whole game. But of course he does this very well, and in general it's very hard to defend it. So a really good goal, and well worked by Tuga for sure. So we were going to get a corner. I don't think I scored one corner throughout the whole Open. Unfortunately, I'm not really good at corners. That's why I love FIFA 20, because you couldn't really score with headers. But anyways, you see here, we're building it up pretty quick. Of course, we take the corner short, and the thing I do here is I basically do the same as Tuga do. Or does. He goes from the wing into the middle. Here, I don't really have a lot of options, but I see that Mbappé is coming back onside because, of course, he did the offside trap, which you see he has how many red players? I think it's 7 players inside the box, which is a lot. But this is generally how Tuga defends. He's so structured and everything. But the thing I see here is that I have an open pass from Bellingham into Kylian Mbappé. The thing I do, I try to feed Mbappé with the R1 pass, just turns, and then green time finish, makes it 2-1. And taking the lead against Tuga is always important because, as I said, he's a tactical genius. I think he's one of the most smart players to ever play the game, to be honest. And I knew that if we're going down against him, it would be really hard. So in the end of the day, I make it 2-1, and it was going to be a super important goal in this game. And pretty good finish, green time. So we take those. So we see here once again, I just wanted to show you this. This is what Tuga does so well. As you see, he sends Dembele, but at the same time I need to cover Dembele, because if I go with Davies and miss, he can just play Dembele, and then he has the whole byline for himself. I either need to go on him, and then he has extra passes to either Ginola or Mbappé. So the thing I need to do, I just need to wait for Dembele, but at the same time, if I'm waiting, he can just, walk towards the space. So the thing he always does, finding the CM, finding the Vini once again, but here I do this perfectly. Just offside trap, trying to push the team upwards. Again, he goes to the wing. I know he wants to get it back. Offside trap, just trying to make it compact. You see how compact we are, and this is because we're working it very good with the offside traps. You see once again, wing, middle, wing, middle, wing, middle. But I have the patience, and this is a perfect tackle from Militao, which prevents this from scoring. And yeah, I don't know how many times I showed you this now. Tuga so good on the wing. I read the back pass though, and I see here, Davies is very high up, because now, if you look at the minimap, he plays both his fullbacks now on balance, basically because it's only 20 minutes left and he needs to score. So the thing I do here, I send Neymar, and at the same time just trying to take some space with Vini. I see Valverde has a lot of space, but I also see that Ginola, if I send Ginola, he has plenty of space because Hakimi is not really in the right position. Tuga needs to cover Ginola here because I send him, of course. So Tuga needs to cover, which means that I can take the space forward. So the thing I do, I could play Neymar here, but it's a bit of a risky pass. So I'd rather play Vini first. I play Vini, then I find the kind of direct pass to Neymar. And from here, it opens up a lot of space. I think a lot of players would still expect me to just run towards goal and shoot. But the thing I do is I use this little mechanic up here. So I see that Ginola is running towards into the box. I send Ginola, as you see, he took his hand up. But the thing I do, I did the ball roll inside, and then I see the R1 pass is opening up towards Ginola. I take the touch downside, because I know that his Van Dijk will probably move upwards. So the thing I do here then, I have a pretty open finish here with Ginola. I see that he's also moving the keeper to the first post because he expects me to shoot his first post. I just shoot it back post, and you see my reaction. And you see some weird guy celebrating in the background with me. And Xavi is, of course, very, very happy. And, I mean, I screamed, you know. The Portuguese are always very loud, so I was like, I need to get back to them, you know. But 3-1, 70th minute. Of course, now it was going to be a very, very tough game. And it was still a tough game. But leading with 2 goals is such a relief, you know. Because then you can still be able to trying to be on the opponent always. Not really scared of doing any mistakes. And, yeah, the last 20 minutes were going to be exciting. That's one thing for sure. Yeah, just basically wanted to show you this again. Now I know that he substituted in Son. He had him on the bench, and I know that Son has the finesse trait. So you see, I'm already moving the keeper here. And if I don't move the keeper here, this is a guaranteed goal. Moving the keeper once again. And as you see, I've already subbed in Llorente and Davies as well in my team. That's basically because I always feel like the fullbacks, especially in the 4-3-2-1, needs to be subbed out. So that's why I did that. But the tip, always move your keeper if you're playing against someone that's abusing the playstyle plus finesse or Trivela. So, we talked about it before. I've been doing this very, very well throughout the whole game. And the thing here is that you're basically mixing the emotions that you're going through and the nervous feelings with... You want to be on him, but at the same time, you don't want to step too much. So the thing I do here, which is wrong, is that I am close enough to get the ball, which is... I mean, if you look at this kind of opportunity, I should be closer to Son and tackle him and try to be aggressive. The thing I do, though, is that I'm not pressing circle in the right time. I press circle a bit too late. He already sent his Davies. So now, as I talked about, is that you always need to keep the inside. Here, I do it quite well. I know that he was going to take the ball around inside because he always wants to find the passes. And from here, he doesn't really have a lot of options because you see at the bottom, he has someone that's off. I think that's some sub of his. And at the same time, I'm quite on Mbappé here, I would say, with my Militao. So the thing I do, when he turns his back towards my own goal, offside trip up, trying to get the team compact. Here again, I'm getting a bit unfortunate because I actually tackle the ball with Valverde. He gets it back with Ginola, but I stay calm, trying to be close to all the players, trying to be on Mbappé, trying to tackle, miss the tackle, but then we push with Militao. The thing I do here, though, I play the ball away, a bit nervous, which makes sense. Again, just trying to cover the inside. Davies covers the inside, and at the same time, I'm trying to cover the passes. So here, completely fine. As you see, offside trap. If he can't really find any space, this is perfect. Perfect defending up to this date. The thing here, though, when he goes byline is a bit hard because I want to be on him, which I do second man press here with Davies. As you see, the green icon appears above his head. And then I'm trying to select the extra pass with Militao. But in the end of the day, good defending. And here, I didn't really know what to do. So I just cleared the ball, basically, to get away from danger. And yeah, I mean, 3-1, 89th minute, 2-0 in Swiss. If you get 3 wins before you get 2 losses, you're qualified for the knockout stage. And this was going to be the game to qualify myself for the knockout stage. And here, I'm very, very calm, just trying to play it out. Actually substituted in Patri Gujaro, I think her name is. And as you can see by my emotions, we are through to the knockouts, which I was, of course, super happy about. And celebrated a bit with Xavi. And this meant a lot to me, you know, just making it to the knockouts was a very, very big achievement of mine. Already guaranteed top 32 in the world. And this was basically the game against Tuga. Let me know what you think about the game. I will also link Tuga's channel down below because, of course, he's a fantastic player, fantastic competitor, and he has a YouTube channel himself, so please go and sub to him and let me know that you're going from my channel to his. I would appreciate that. Give this video a like, don't forget to subscribe, and also let me know down in the comments if you like these kind of analyzing videos against the best players in the world. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.